Hello and welcome to another update on the Wilsonville real estate market. I'm Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, December 17th. So let me switch over here, share my screen with you now, and we'll go through the info here together. So first off, we'll look at active listing activity. You can kind of see it's been pretty slow here over this past month or so. We had 3 new listings come on this last week, same as the prior couple weeks here. And the total number of listings has been, very steady here as well. Kind of had a low of 65 to begin with, got up to 77, and then it's just been sitting, right around 70, plus or minus a couple listings, with hitting 68 this last week. And the median price and days on market, that's been pretty steady as well in terms of price. As you can kind of see here, it's been, kind of it was in this right around 790 for a long time. And it did tick down here a bit this last week to 768. But again, that's about basically where it was to begin with here 8 weeks back. So pretty steady. The days on market, that has been increasing here a bit. You had a low of 38 days here about 6 weeks back and hit 55 this last week of average days on market for these most recent 68 homes. So, homes definitely kind of sitting on the market longer in Wilsonville, which is, certainly not atypical here at this time of year. Okay, moving along to pending sales. So this last week I showed we had 2 homes go pending in Wilsonville this last week. Down from 5 the week prior, and we've seen a pretty big decrease, as you can kind of see here, in the total number of pendings over the past 8 weeks. We had a 49 here 8 weeks back, and then it's been kind of in the 20s here for the past 6 weeks or so, hitting a low of 22 homes as of the end of this last week that are in pending status. And then the price and days on market for those pendings, that is kind of went up and it's kind of come down here pretty hard the last couple of weeks. So we were in the kind of the 690s for well over a month, and then these last 2 weeks has dipped down kind of closer to 650. 648 is the most recent number. And then days on market, that has kind of risen and then fallen as well. Had a low of 22, got up to about 62 days here about 3 weeks ago, and then it has been falling back here over the past couple of weeks. So right now we're at 41 days, where is the average market time for these most recent 22 homes that are pending right now in Wilsonville. And then last, we'll look at the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this info together, we had 6 properties last week crossover from pending to sold, which was a bump over the prior 2 or 3 weeks here, as you can kind of see on a week-by-week basis. And then when I look over the, kind of the last 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, rolling 4-week basis, that has, again, kind of risen and fallen again. So we started off at 29, got up to a high of 42, and you can kind of see it's kind of slid down here quite a bit, hitting, low of 14 closings over the prior 4 weeks is the most recent number on that. And then the sold price and days on market for the solds, kind of rising on both measures. So 581 was the low here for a couple weeks to begin with, and then that's risen clear up to 760,000. So pretty big increase here over the prior 2 months here in terms of the median price of these sold listings. And then days on market, that had been holding pretty steady, as you can kind of see, kind of in the 20s for the most part. And then it just shot way higher this last week, up to 65 days of market time for, again, these 14 homes that have most recently sold. And then we'll finish this up looking at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars, that weeks of inventory number, great measurement of kind of relative supply and demand in the market. And you kind of see we started off at 9 weeks, dipped down to just below 7 weeks of inventory, and then it's really kind of risen over this past month, with a fairly level of supply, but sold activities just really declined over this past month, driving this number quite a bit higher. So that's getting close to about 5 months of inventory in Wilsonville. So definitely is a slowed down market here over the past month or so. And then the sale price, percent of the original list price, you can kind of see where that's been tracking. We got down to we were a low of about 94.5%, got up, it did raise up to, closer to about, 97.5, and then it did fall back this last week to close to about 95%. So, right now today, based on the most recent sales, about a 5% discount on average for the homes that have most recently sold. So, definitely again, paints the picture of definitely a slower market environment right now in Wilsonville. But the flip side of that and more positive news is that interest rates continue their downward trajectory. They took another big jog downward this last week to the tune of about 0.5%. So it was a big move down. And so we're seeing mortgage rates right now kind of in the, very high sixes, low sevens, depending upon your, kind of credit situation and type of loan product that you're getting. So that's, very positive development and will be I think a pretty big driver and indicator what the, market health is going to be here as we move into next year, 2024. So, don't lose heart. I think we're in for hopefully some, better days ahead if the interest rates kind of continue their downward trajectory as all the market, or a lot of the market pundits kind of seem to think is going to happen as inflation kind of continues to go down, and the Fed has kind of announced that their intentions to cut rates at some point in time this next year. So that will bode well for rates. So hope that update has been helpful for you. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Always happy to, to see if I can be of service. My contact information is always down below these videos in the description. So give me a call, send me an email, and we'd be happy to chat with you. As always, really appreciate any feedback you give on these videos. Likes, comments, shares are always really appreciated. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet to this channel, please do so before you leave. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So I certainly wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope you have a wonderful time with your families, and I look forward to seeing you again after the new year on the next update. So you guys take care.